Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. And I want to give peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. To you all, I say Shalom. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. This is Brother Mayak Allah from the GMS West Palm Beach camp, and we're back at it again with another lesson. Alright, so now the news today, man. There's a global Microsoft outage hits airlines, bank, and businesses. Now, Microsoft being so-called founded by Bill Snakes, man. And you already know what level demon that is, man. Right? But this all reminds me of that movie, man. What they told you in that movie and Leave the World Behind that came out a couple months ago, which was produced by Michael and Barack Obama, man. So you have the former president and the former so-called first lady of the White House producing movies, and in this movie, they talked about a cyber attack that basically knocked everything offline, man. And they didn't tell you who was behind the cyber attack, right? So now we have, right before the so-called presidential election, a global Microsoft outage that's affecting airlines, banks, businesses, even emergency services such as 911. 911 services are down in several states in the U.S. Major U.S. airlines, including Delta, United, and American Airlines, have had flight grounded, and airlines in Europe and Asia are also seeing disruption. Banks in Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and Britain have been impacted, as have health services in Israel, Germany, and the UK. Right. So it just goes to show you how weak Babylon is, man. How weak not only Babylon but all these countries are the four corners of the earth, man. All these countries are weak, man, because they're building a system, and the foundation of the system has so many flaws, man. But this is what they're doing in order to obtain complete control. Now imagine shit fucking up now. How much worse will it be when that C hip comes up, man? When they mandate you to take that, and then you have technology in your body. Now, what happens when that crashes, or that gets hacked, or that goes offline, man? All right. So not only do you have to worry about the grievous sore when you take the MOTB, according to Revelation 13 and 16, and pursuant to Revelation 16 about the grievous sore, not only do you have to worry about that, but you have to worry about everything else that comes with it, man. The technology failing, because everything man creates is gonna eventually come to naught, or eventually gonna fail, man. All right. Only the Lord has the power to create something, and it never fails, man. It's like the ordinances with the sun and the moon, man. Those will never fail because the Lord ordained it to never to fail, man. But people in this world, when they try to create something or to try to do something, it's gonna fail. That's why people in the world tell you to make a plan B, make a plan C, because 9 times out of 10, plan A is gonna fail. And speaking as a man, I've never had a plan where it went 100% according to my plan, man. All right, so just like Esau, Edom, and these other nations, man, everybody, man, you're not going to create a plan that's going to go according to your will. It's going to be according to the Lord's will. It's like in the Lord's prayer, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven, man. All right, but this is the book of Joshua 24 and 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord Yahweh, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the God of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right. You can either serve the power of your fathers, you Israelites, that preserved you during the flood, that preserved us during the flood, or preserved Noah and his 3 sons during the flood, or you could choose to serve these idol gods that these heathens worship, man. Just go to show you that when you serve these idol gods, trouble and tribulation is gonna come into you, man, because you're practicing idolatry. Like right now, when you're going through tough times, or rough times, and you say to yourself, "Oh man, I just need this. I just need to do this to get out of it. Instead of depending on the Lord, you're depending on yourself, man. That's a form of idolatry, man. And this is what the majority of people are going to do. This is why it's called the hour of temptation. Because the majority of people, when shit hits the fan, they're going to turn to Esau, Edom for help, man. All right. Oh, my plane is grounded and I can't leave. Oh, I need 911. You trying to call Esau, Edom for help, but the thought never crosses your mind to pray to the Lord, man. All right. And this is why judgment is going to happen to this place, man. Because this place forgot about the Lord, man. All right, let me go over to the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, and verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed us, Salakia. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us, right? Ain't no other nation on the planet could save the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man from their plight, from their captivity, man. Ain't no other nation on the planet could save the Israelites from their captivity. All right, we gotta depend on the Lord, man. All right, but right now people are really through the spirit praying to Esau, Edom for help. Oh, I can't access my bank, this and that. Hey, the Lord willing, all this shit crashed, man. Right before the election too, man. And this is why through the spirit the apostles deemed this year the hope for year of Jacob's trouble, because we're starting to see how shit could pop off at any given moment, man. This is all it takes, man. All it takes to pop off Jacob's trouble is something like this, man. A global outage, a global power outage, EMP, a cyber attack, pestilence, plagues. The Lord said these things will happen in the last days. The Lord said He's going to bring plagues upon Egypt, just like He did before in the first Exodus, man. So in the second Exodus, He's gonna do the same thing, because Esau Edom runs the same place. So the Lord's gonna run the same play, but He's gonna do it in a spectacular fashion this time, man. Let me jump over to the book real quick of Second Esdras, chapter 2. Second Esdras 2, starting at verse 34. And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand. Look for your shepherd, he shall give you everlasting rest, for he has nigh at hand that shall come in the end of the world, right? Because like chapter 6 says, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So at the end of the world, or the end of the end of the era, the end of an era of a rulership, man, Esau will be ruling the world. Esau being the so-called white man, and which time we're in now. But at the end of his rulership, the next rulership to happen after that is Yahweh Shai's kingdom, and we're gonna rule under Yahweh Shai, for eternity, man. So we're in a time period where we're coming into the beginning of the world. Really, we're at the end of the world, but we're really coming into the beginning of the world, right? Because our shepherd is coming, man, and he is nigh at hand. He is near at hand. And Ed just wrote this thousands of years ago. So how much closer are we now? Than we're closer now than ever before. Every minute that passes, every day that passes, we're closer to the return of Yahweh Shai, man. We're closer to the return of a righteous, everlasting rulership, man. All right? And that heathen is not talking about the heathen, all right? It's talking about basically Jake that's in a Gentile state of mind, man. All right? It's, you're still a Jake. You're still an Israelite, but mentally you're not, man. Verse 35, be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Flee the shadow of this world. Receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly. Right, flee the shadow of this world. Like that movie said, man, leave the world behind, man. There's nothing in this world that's going to save you, man. All right? There's something in this world that's going to deliver you from the wrath of the Lord, man. The only deliverance from the wrath of the Lord is the Lord's mercy, man. But you gotta be favorable to obtain the Lord's mercy, man. Let me get one more scripture, and I'm gonna close out with that, Lord willing. Proverbs 11:4, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Right. Righteousness will help you obtain the Lord's mercy, man. Help you obtain the Lord's favor. All right. Righteousness, follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, being charitable, having faith, man, fasting, praying. All these things add to righteousness. All these things add to your spiritual bank account. But people want to add to their physical bank account, which is worthless, man. What good is having $10 million in the bank if the bank crashes and you can't access your money, man? What good is having $10 million on a MOTB and it's implanted in you, and now you get the grievous or now you can't enjoy your money? You know, what good is it if your man gains the whole world and he loses his soul? Roughly paraphrasing, man. All right, so we gotta leave this world behind, man. We gotta flee the shadow of this world, because there's nothing in this world, and there's nothing in America that's gonna survive. All right, so there's really nothing here for us, man. All right, Micah 2:10, man. You know, I'm gonna get that real quick, and I'm gonna close out, Lord willing. The book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. All right, call Yabashim. But I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. And I want to give peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. Until next time, I want to say Shalom and Abad Wabal.